Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Devil's Advocate Trades Edition on our segment Hardhats and Hard Truth. I've said it wrong before like an idiot. It's good time. Okay, a timer's going. Here we go.
Timer.
We
Get
told
the zero out. Here we
ourselves,
go.
yeah, yeah, we told ourselves we put a timer. So we got a 20-minute timer because you and I just talk
We don't
forever.
shut up. We don't shut up. That's the problem.
It's not wrong. Okay, so last time we talked about that we were gonna talk about um attire.
Hmm.
What is appropriate attire?
Yes.
Dress code.
Yes.
For those of you that are like, "What's fucking attire?" Oh, but before we do that, let's just go back real quick because you gave me an education lesson
Oh,
after we got off, the podcast because I kept saying fluff.
yes.
In
Yes.
Alberta in Alberta, it just means, like, you're boosting their ego. That's all it means. Like, it doesn't mean that you're trying to do anything other than just, like, you make them all, like, a little bit more tame. That's all.
Yeah, this would
You're
be the
stroking the
opposite.
ego, right?
Again, also not in alignment with.
Okay, so tell
we
everybody
need
what
it.
you educated me on.
We need an HR department. Oh, I'm not bringing it up. No, this is your podcast. I'm not saying it. Are you kidding me? No. No.
But it is my podcast, and I'm saying, "Hey, co-host, why don't
No.
we educate everybody else?" Because Alberta listens to this, and they're gonna be like, "Well, what does it mean? You
Uh,
can't leave them hanging like that. Come on, what
like
does it mean?"
what a fluffer is. The position of
Yes.
being a fluffer is for the adult industry. Like a kind of like a warm up, I guess. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that. No,
That's not what we're doing in trades,
listen,
okay?
no, no,
What we're doing in trades.
just
We are
fluffing and
basically just
stroking egos. Okay,
we are catering to the person in a platonic way to make them feel good about themselves. We are giving them an ego boost, not anything else. It
there you
doesn't mean anything else. There's no underlying. You'll read between the
go.
lines. We're not
Sure,
touching things.
right,
We're not looking at things. We're looking
right,
in their eyes.
yeah.
Like girls always say, my eyes are up here.
I was just looking for quarters on the floor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Corners on the floor.
Yeah,
Okay. So we talked about what appropriate attire is on site. And so we kind of talked about that. And it was like, well, what do you wear on site when it's really hot out? Because
right.
Alberta does get really hot. And lately it's been getting like crazy hot. And so I always wear like the black tank tops, like the Hanes tank tops, like for guys.
Yep.
I always wear those. Right. So of course, I wear a bra and then I wear the tank top. And sometimes depending on what I'm doing. So when I say like what I'm doing as in like if I'm out just checking a site, I'll just run through with like my tank top and then like I've got like these work pant leggings that have like pockets on the sides and stuff so I can hold all my shit in my pockets and my phone can go into my pocket because I got like one of those big ass fucking iPhones.
Right.
So yeah, I know how much you like the iPhones, Michael.
Love
Um
them. Love them.
Stop lying, bro.
No, it's like the
Like
worst
an
addiction
Android
out
lover.
there,
But anyway, so
especially at work. Put your phones away.
Well, yeah, you should put your phone away at work.
Mm,
However, I'm someone that I need my phone in order to take pictures. I need my phone if I have to record a conversation. I need my phone while I'm taking notes. I do everything on my phone. Because taking a notepad up is not
right.
ideal. So I take my phone up with me because that's like I do everything off of my phone, but I don't scroll on my phone unless I'm on the ground. So, but then I wear because there's a debate about yoga pants. I'm like, whoever's wearing Lulus on site, why?
I don't
I don't
understand it.
wear a Lulu on site. I wear
No.
an actual fitted pant that's thick in material because I'm bending over a lot and I'm one of those waist benders.
Right.
So I can't have my shit on display. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't do that. So that's a safety hazard for everybody involved.
Well, even like the thickness of the material, right? So if you're
Yeah.
around stuff like rebar, sheet metal,
Yep.
that there's pipes and everything else like that, that's not going to stop any damage.
No.
So I mean, like,
No, I mean, I've had my pants ripped on site when I was walking through an attic and a nail caught and
mhm,
ripped my pants, the side of my pant open.
yep,
Um, But it wasn't like this great big, like, because I mean, the way I pulled like when it caught me, it was like a little tiny hole. So it wasn't anything big and it was like on the ins like it was in the inseam of my pants because I was crawling over boards. But I'll be honest with you, it did the same thing to jeans.
it would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and having holes in your jeans and the thigh is a lot harder to continue to work with than there is if you're wearing a thicker, um, tighter pant. I wear tighter pants because of how I maneuver through everything, and I don't need like, when I would wear jeans, it would hold me up. It's not very comfortable to crawl through spaces as a woman with jeans when things wedge in places.
you got to get the right
Starts
gene. You got to get the right gene. Like you can get the
Okay, well, then
elasticized
they need to
jeans.
make the
Like
right gene
they
because they don't
do,
make the right gene.
they do. Like
There is no proper there's no real proper outfit out there for women, and that is something that comes across the page. That's something that's come in the comments about it as well, is
right,
that they don't make proper stuff for women, like, they don't make proper boots. I I everything I own comes from a male, like, it's in the boy side.
right,
My boots are boy side, and I've got more narrow feet, like, I've got Barbie feet, that's what people call it because I can do, like, the little arch and everything.
right.
So I got high heel feet, not that I wear them.
You
Because
don't
I
wear
don't, I
your
look like a
you
baby.
don't wear your high heel feet.
I don't wear high heels. I don't wear
Right,
stilettos, Michael. Come
right.
on, stop being goofy.
Work
But
stilettos. I'm pretty sure
no,
Milwaukee
I
must
can't,
make a
you know
pair of
what? I look
those.
like a baby calf when I wear them. So, fucking it's not
It's
happening. I got the
so,
feet for the fucking shoe, but I can't wear the shoe because I don't know
right.
how to walk in it.
It's actually that's a
Mhm.
good point. Like when you talk about like are the clothes even made for women? Right? That whole
Yeah.
process. So when if there's a complaint about a tire, maybe it should be a question of why is it not manufactured? I guess that's something
And
I've
there
never really paid attention. Like you go into Mark's Supply. I mean, I'm not checking out the ladies section, right?
no.
So go and I get what I need and that's it. But if they're not actually making the clothes, right?
And women come in all shapes and sizes, right? Just like men do, but at the same time it's like they always try and cater to like slender women or which I mean, I don't have a problem with. I mean, right now I would. I'm a little bit of a clumpkin right now, but
Yep.
they'll usually cater to either much bigger women, slender women, or short. So if I want something because I'm 5'10", so if I want something to fit me,
Mhm.
I have to go to the male side because even though it might fit my waist, it's not fitting. Like I look like there's a flood.
Right.
Right? So it's not long enough. I know there's manufacturers out there now more prominently that are making clothes for women, but then the prices are exorbitant.
Are they a higher price than men's clothes? Like I know like men's work clothes, I mean, it can get quite expensive pretty quickly.
It can, but women's are tend to be a little bit more expensive because it's
Really?
not something that's, I would say, high in demand. It's high in demand for the women that are in the trades, but it's not high in demand in general. Picking up
Interesting.
what I'm putting down?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. So if you've got 1,000 men, 100 women are working on that site. And out of those 100 women, they all want the clothes, but in the grand scheme of things, we only make up what, 15-25% of industry?
Is it that
Like,
much?
in
Is
field?
it that much?
I don't even know if it's that
I don't
much.
even think it's
I
that
don't even
high.
think it is.
No.
I don't even think it's that high. So we're a low percentage in industry. So that's where it's like, it's in demand for the trade, but not in demand in general. So, it turns into like a boutique type thing, and we're like, "Fuck off."
I wonder if there's a manufacturer to reach out. Like this would be an interesting conversation
Yeah.
is have a manufacturer come on and be like this is what we do, this is why we do it. And before they come on is price check it and have that conversation to see whether or not like their prices are equivalent because maybe they're just not as accessible. Maybe they're an online store rather than like being in brick and mortar and that type of jazz. So there might be a little more hunt and peck to try to find them.
Mhm.
It's an
That's
interesting
true.
idea.
It's a good point. But while we were talking about it, I did screenshot on my phone, my
Yep.
big ass phone,
Big ass fun.
a comment that came through. So I'm gonna read it and then let's hear your take on this. It says, uh I got sexually harassed by a male colleague I was working night shifts with in construction. When the request to not be paired nights with this person specifically because of the harassment was asked, but what were you wearing? High vis, a turtleneck, and about 6 layers of in winter. When security informed me that when security informed me I'd been stalked home unaware for weeks, the manager told him to move companies before any action could be taken. HR told me not to talk about it as it was a one-off only incident. or to be known as, or you don't want to be known as that girl. But when I refused to be silent, 6 other women came forward. The supervisor ID originally confided confided in to do support told me he'd ruin me. So the
Mhm.
original supervisor, sorry, this is the way she wrote it. The supervisor I'd originally confided in to do the support told me he'd ruin me if I spoke up and made sure I no longer had a job in industry. As a single gal without kids or a partner, been on I'd always been rostered on the nights and the weekend shifts and wasn't getting the overtime pay. Flat 38-hour work week pay with a total of 72 hours some weeks while the rest of them got penalty rates. You're also told to take a joke when it's straight up sexism, racism, and misogyny masked as normal banter. So, I've seen this shit happen. I've actually, like, witnessed this shit happen where people are like, "Oh, don't make a big deal out of it, blah, blah, blah."
You have to take that shit seriously.
100%,
And I tell you, like, I mean, you know me, I am fuming on the inside. That if I knew this person, if I knew their name, I'd be like, how long is it going to take me to drive there? Right? Because that shit is not acceptable. Like, I'll ruin you. Just don't bring it up
right?
to whoever whoever that man is, whoever you are, you're a fucking loser. You're a
Right?
loser. You should quit. You should go hide in the woods and never be around people again. Like,
Well, don't hide in
just
the woods, just
that.
scare the bears.
No, I'm hoping the Bears will find him, tear him
Yeah,
apart.
I know, I'm just
Like,
being a joke.
that's just like I don't know. I'm such a
It's
traditionalist.
gross.
Like,
It's
it's
gross.
gross, crappy, jerk behavior, not
Yeah.
tolerated.
And then for HR to be like, you don't wanna be known as that girl? Like, fuck off, HR. Who
Yeah,
are you? Like,
fireable is
that
who they
tells me
are.
that you're not HR.
Fireable.
Yeah, you're someone who is just put in the role and
Mm,
called HR. You
right.
have no real HR training, and if you do, shame on you,
Yep.
because you're supposed to bridge the gap between the employer and the employee, and you're supposed to follow policy. And inside every single construction firm, nobody is out of, like, nobody gets, like, a pass for this because it falls right under OSHA, falls right under OH&S,
Mm.
which is workplace violence and safety. Everybody fucking has to have a mandate, and if you don't, it's already mandated for you inside of your legislation.
I would say, listen, you know what? There's other great companies out there. If you
Yeah.
run into a situation like that, call the police. If
Right?
they're not going to do anything for you, call the police. Don't
Yep.
be afraid to speak up because you know what? Other companies, there's other construction companies, when they hear that, they'll be like, you know what? This is somebody who stands up for herself. And honestly, I want somebody who's got strength. I want somebody who can be independent. I want somebody like that working in my company,
Yep.
right? I'd take that all day. Do I want somebody who's going to be a complainer? Like, you know, like there are going to be sideways jokes. I mean, you and I do it back and forth all the time, right? And I'm
Yep.
sure if you and I were talking about as a man and a woman on a site, there's men who are going to be offended. There's women who are going to be offended, right?
Mhm.
We're probably not going to care. But we're not following people
We're
home.
not
It's
probably not
not
gonna
directed
notice because 'cause we're
towards
too busy
somebody.
laughing at our own shit.
Right. Right. We're usually
Yeah.
just bugging each other. Right. So
Yeah.
that's the tail end of that. I don't know how to weigh into that because I don't know all the situations, but the main shit, ooh, that gets me real punchy real quickly.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've had people say things like that to me, when I was working in the trades, like, "Oh, well, don't make a big deal out of it," and I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here," and I just quit. I'm like, "You know what? You've shown me your culture. I'm
Yep.
out."
Out.
So,
Out. Like, why stay
I'm not
there?
gonna
Why stay there? There would be no
because
reason to
there's
stay there.
yeah. But there's also one other big crucial point that people need to pay attention to is that, you can call the police, you can call OSHA, you can call your OH&S and S and your insurance providers, like, for working. You can call all the people you want, but at the end of the day, protect your peace.
Yep.
Sometimes walking away and finding a new job is better. I'm not saying don't report it. I think you should, but I think you should
Mm,
report it and then protect your peace because some people will be like, well, fuck this. I'm going to, get constructive dismissal or I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and get money out of it. But I'm like, sometimes it's not worth it. It's not
right.
worth it. I think you should report it. I think it should be on file. I think other people should know about it so that it doesn't have a
Hmm.
issue, like so other people won't have issues because that's what I always think about. If I don't report it or I don't say something, who's coming in behind me that's going to like deal with this and then maybe take it, you know, far more than I would. Maybe they're not strong enough. Maybe they're not someone who would just say this isn't worth it. And
And
some people,
maybe
because people
maybe it
think
goes
about that.
that
I
step
always,
too far, right? It goes that
yeah,
step too far, like they're following you
right.
home and stuff like that. If this was a stranger, don't think about it as
Yeah,
a workplace. If this was a stranger doing it,
yeah.
what would you have done? Probably called the
Called
police.
cops.
So call
Yeah,
the cops. Call the
yeah.
cops. You get something like
Agree.
that, call the cops. Call the
Yeah,
cops or call somebody that you know,
yep.
right? Like
Well,
somebody who's
that's the other
actually
thing
going
is,
to deal with it.
okay, so funny. So, my girlfriend Darcy.
Yep.
So she's same situation. Single woman, no kids, no partner. Okay? She's in the trades. And I'm like, "Listen, I know I'm 6 hours from you, but it can be 4 hours if there's a problem. I need your location."
Mm,
So whenever she's going out, because she's Android and I'm Apple, so it's hard for us to see each other's locations consistently, like how I can share my locations with my kids
yep.
and we see each other, we can just pull it up and see each other. It's not the same for an Android user, but if she sends me her location of a place where she arrives, I can pull it up
Mhm.
and see where she is at that moment and
WhatsApp.
how long what's
Use
that?
WhatsApp. You can share your live location for like hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll get her to do, but I get her to share her location when she's going out onto a site by herself and she's out in the fucking boondocks. I have if the worst case scenario, I have the mile marker roads of where she, like, was last seen. So, because she goes out of service area all the
Right.
time, right? So, I and that stresses me out, and I'm always like, "Babe, you need a dog. You need a big fucking dog to take with you to work."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Or you need something that's close to you in your toolkit." Like, sounds like shit, Michael, but these are the things that women prep each other on.
I know
Like, it's
you
not
didn't give me any baseline for this at all. You just dropped it. I'm still mad. I'm still mad. I'm still so mad. Like you set me up. You set me up. Like because now I'm gonna be
I
like
know.
all day I'm gonna be like this. I want to find this guy. I want to find this guy. I want to dox this guy. You know what? I want to be like, listen, this is who he is. Don't go around him. This is a company. This is the HR person. Like I work in tech. Like I can put that everywhere.
I know.
And it's
But
okay to scream from the top of the mountain when somebody is a terrible person. It's okay to do that. Have I been flawless all the time? No, no. I've made mistakes. Not like that.
right.
But like
But this is a
Jesus.
very
Oh,
real situation that women go through. I've been stalked. Do you wanna know what my okay, so fucking funny story. So I've been stalked. I told my other half about it. He was like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "If you get concerned, call the cops." I was like, "Okay." I documented everything, and then I called one of my gay friends, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have a stalker, and I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, like, he knows where I live, and I have kids, and this stresses me out a bit."
right.
And this is what this guy said to me. "Girl, if you got a stalker, you know you made it."
that's that's not ideal.
And I burst out laughing, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" But it made me laugh, and I was just
Mm,
like, "If you got a stalker, you know you made it." I'm like, "Oh my
yeah.
god." Made me laugh.
I guess I mean that's something I would never really think about because you would assume a company who decides to hire a female to put them in a
Yeah.
grossly male environment would make sure to have those checks and balances that because it's not if something goes wrong, it's probably when,
Mhm.
right? And maybe not to
Agreed.
this extent, but I mean, like in any extent or just comfort or whatever, it's going to happen. I mean, you've got two sexes mixing in an environment, especially if you're the first female at an all male company,
Right.
right? Like that's
Agreed.
there has to be a change. There has to be a change of culture a little bit,
Yeah. I agree. Well, and it's funny because we'll talk about I know we're coming close to our timeline. So,
right?
but, I'll see how quickly I can spit this out, but with that being said, yes, I did kinda set you up because there is a lot of males like you, Michael, that
Mhm.
hear that and are like, "What the fuck?" But this is something that's a very real issue inside of the trades where women do get stalked or harassed or whatever, and they're trying to go to their bosses and say, "This is a problem," and then this is what they're met with, like, "Fuck around and find out if you fucking report this," and I'm like, "That's not a FAFO moment."
No,
Like, what are you doing? Like, and then they're striking fear. And there are some women that are strong enough and go, fuck you. I will show you what FAFO means. And then
right?
there are some women that are like, oh my God, like exit stage left and leave quietly. And then there are some women that will just be like, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to keep escalating it. And then they end up having to escalate it outside of the business which they should have done from go,
Straight from go.
which is shitty. But now here's the other side of that coin, because I always like to put the other side of the coin on there, is that so when I was talking to my other half, he was telling me, so he was on site, there was a female drywaller, and she was they were putting up board. Okay, so they were boarding up everything, and she started complaining about the weight of the boarding, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Our
Been
timer
there.
hit.
Timer hit.
But I'll finish this one real quick. So she was putting up the boarding, and she was complaining about the weight of the boarding. And one of the guys said, "It's not that fucking difficult. Pick it up, put it up here, and this is where, and you got to put like poly or whatever on this side or whatever." So he was giving her, like, he was very short with her.
Right.
And she ran to the boss and fucking whined. And my other half was like, I fucking laughed.
Mhm.
I fucking laughed because this is the shit that I don't fucking like on my sites. Like,
Because
you want to be
that's the
part of the
job.
trade.
That's the job.
Yeah. You want to be part
Yeah.
of the trades? He's like, you think he's going to talk differently to a guy?
Nope.
He's going to say the same fucking shit to a guy. He didn't call her a whore. He didn't call her a
Probably
slut. He didn't say
worse.
anything down to her.
Probably
He
worse.
just,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he probably would have been worse to the guy.
Oh yeah.
So, but there she is running to the boss, and then the boss has to walk in and say to, because like, so as you know, like, runs the sites, right? So now
Mhm.
it's just kind of sitting there, and it's like he's sitting there watching this whole thing go down, and I'm just like listening to him, and he goes, so now this boss walks over and has to say to the guy, you can't talk to people like that. It can be considered harassment. And I'm like, what?
For
I'm like,
instructions of being like, suck it up and do your job.
yeah.
If you hear suck it up
And
and do
I'm
your
like,
job, suck it up and do your job.
yeah. And I'm like, that can be considered harassment?
That's
Like,
messed.
you can't talk to people like that. You have to be nice. And I'm like,
Mhm.
if I've got, because I mean, I've held up board. It's not easy. It's why I choose not to do it.
Fair.
It's not easy to hold up board when you've got a full piece of fucking drywall in your hand and you're holding it above your head and you're gonna try and screw it in at the same time without it breaking in half.
Mhm.
Like, it's a technical job. Some people will say it's a monkey's job, but I don't think so, because you can't let that board break,
Right.
and it's got fracture points in it. So you got to be quick at what you're doing. You got to be super quick, and you got to be strong. So I don't do it. So I know how hard it is. But if I was like, I need help, meh, 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 because I know I couldn't do it,
Right.
and the guy said, figure it the fuck out, because I'm over here doing it by myself too.
Yep.
That's where I'm like, hey, there's a wild card, right? So it's
Maybe
like, that's where I
maybe
say,
switch to mudding and taping. Right.
yeah, there's some really awesome mutter and taping women. I've seen them. I've seen girls that can throw board around no problem
Yep.
on the stilts.
Yep.
I've seen it. Some girls are amazing at boarding, but if you're starting out, understand that it's going to take time, and maybe take smaller pieces. Maybe tell them, I'm going to give me like a couple of weeks to get conditioned. My muscles are going to be sore for the first little while. It's like that for anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. When you start a new job and it's very physically demanding, you are fucking sore.
Sore. Yeah, I've
So,
heard people suffer from that.
yeah. Anyway, past our time.
But
We're over 2
I'm
minutes.
gonna throw a little tagline on it. Like, the work
Okay.
stuff is fine. Is if I can give one piece of advice, if something like that is happening outside of work, you do not, nor should you ever feel an obligation to go to your workplace about it. Go straight to the police, deal with it, because if they're doing it with somebody who's at work and they're chasing you outside of work, they're
Yep.
probably doing other stuff. Right. And
Agreed.
so you need to be accountable to the safety of others and yourself at that point, because
Yep.
I mean, they know you, you know them. So if they get spotted, you know who they are. Imagine what they're doing
It's
with
always somebody.
strangers. Imagine what they're
It's
doing with
usually
their kids. Imagine what they're doing with the people that are in their life. Like,
Mhm.
again, like, after this, I'm gonna go hit the heavy bag because I gotta let out some rage because I am pissed.
I'm sorry, Michael.
I am pissed. Like, just so mad. So mad. Like, if this guy was in a
Yeah.
room, oh, he would be out of that room so fast, and I'd take whatever charge they gave me. No problem.
And we
I don't condone
appreciate
violence,
allies like you.
but I would do it. I don't care.
I don't condone violence, but it can be the answer.
Listen, sometimes good people have to do bad things.
Hey, listen, I mean, like, there are shirts out there that it's like, cle what is it? Something like, "I'm praying for a better world.
Mm,
Let's go kill the pedophiles." I'm like, "Woo!"
absolutely. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm like, "I'll wear that."
No, and
Or
there's a
they do the, there's a shirt out there that says something along the lines, "Let's provide, free citizenship and healthcare to all of the immigrants that come, or
Oh,
yeah, to all of the immigrants that
Alien
come over.
versus
Alien
Predators.
versus
Yeah,
Predator.
yeah.
Yeah. For every pedophile they kill. And
That
I'm
would
just
be,
like,
or just report, even just report, right? If
right?
you
Well,
report a predator, you're a citizen. You're obviously doing good things. Perfect. You're welcome here.
you're
I think
helping clean up this
that's
shit.
I think it's brilliant legislation. Like I don't know if politicians listen to this, but that would be amazing legislation. You want to fast
Right?
track your citizenship? If you find somebody, if you report a crime, especially against kids,
Mhm.
automatic. Yeah, you're in. You're in. No problem.
Right? Agreed. I'm
Mm,
for it. All right, we'll wrap it up.
yeah. But
So we'll be
don't be
back.
fearful. That's it.
What's that?
Don't be fearful. Call the cops.
Yeah, don't be fearful, call the cops. I agree with you. Now that I've stressed out Michael, he's gonna have to go let some steam off.
So people who want to find this comment and give this lady some support, I'm gonna throw a QR code on the bottom of this video. So you can just zap that QR code, it'll go straight to the post. You'll
Okay,
probably have to scroll and find it, but this I think this lady needs to hear that people have her back.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, everybody. That's our segment for today. You guys will catch us next week, Thursday again, because that's our thing. We every Thursday this drops. So we're gonna keep going through these comments and talking about all the things and the differences and how they're the divisiveness of the trades needs to kind of stop, because at the end of the day, we all deal with some sort of issue on site, and it needs to be looked at from a different lens than what it's being looked at from. So we will catch you guys on the flip side, and don't do anything crazy.